What's up guys, Maxim here, welcome back to another video. And yeah, you guys watched like the live stream, and yeah, the Rezero collabs just recently got announced, and we're going to be having a look at their skills and everything you need to know before you actually summon. And yeah, we basically have Emilia, Rem, and Beatrice as well. And yeah, these are going to be, the banner is going to be 600 banner, where you get like a guaranteed SSR at 300. It's not like a guaranteed SSR that you're going to be getting a collab unit. It's like every banner there's a chance that you get like any other like characters. And the characters we're going to be looking at their skills, and yeah, they're kind of waifus, I must admit. So this is like how they're going to be changing the stuff and so on. These are not very important, but let's have a look at the banner. The banner is quite disappointing, to be honest, because we have like the Rezero like collab units where they're going to be like a bit rated up, like 5% or 0.5% up, and the rest of them are kind of like part 1 kind of units, which is quite disappointing. I don't know why they're doing this. They put in all the trash units in one banner. This is quite disappointing, guys. I don't know. It's like if you can go just like 600 gems, I think that's enough, and you're able like to get one copy of each. I think that's more than enough, because I'm not happy with the banner, actually, because the banner is quite horrible, to be fair. So yeah, these are the banner. We're going to be having like Princess Elizabeth, King, I think this is Green King, and Uncle King, I'm not sure. I think this is Fat King as well. This is Brawler. I'm not sure who's this though. The translation is not that accurate, but we're going to be having a Merlin. I think this is Blue Merlin, and we're going to be have Ascanor. This is Green Ascanor, and Jericho, and also Hauser. This is such a bad unit, like such a bad banner. I don't know. So yeah, let's start with the skills and everything that you need to know, starting off with Emilia. I believe her passive is when a hero takes damage from the same enemy units twice or more, removes debuffs from allies, and applies frozen to the attacking enemy for 2 turns, and excludes annihilation. I'm not sure what they mean by that, but if you attack her for 2 times, like she's going to be removing all the debuffs, like such as like maybe Gother debuffs or something, and yeah, it's and she's also going to be freezing that person. So it's pretty pog. The only downside for this unit is that they're actually unknown, so they don't work with Green Gother, but at the same time they're actually good because they're going to be able to push like the unknown meta. So yeah, her first skill is actually deals 360 damage to a single target enemy and freezes for 2 turns. That's a level 3, which is crazy. And ultimate skills, or when the turn has passed, deals equals to 40%. 40% of the remaining HP when the freeze is removed by using skills. So maybe Zeldris if you move a skill or something, or maybe like if you actually use a debuff skill or cleanse. That's actually pretty pog. These 180 damage to all enemies and reduce ult gouge by 2 at the enemies of 2 turns. This is like similar to Green Gother. This is actually really good. Her ultimate is actually really good as well. Let's have this full screen so we can actually be able to see it. She's actually inflicts secret technique damage equals to 450 of attack on all enemies and attribute advantage damage. Secret technique deals 60% additional damage per hero skills. So this is like similar to Lost Vein kind of like ultimate. So she's actually going to be an extra 60% damage if you have it maxed out, of course, based on how many skills you actually have, which is crazy in my opinion. So I think Emilia is going to be the most promising unit of all the units, to be honest. So I'm really excited to see how she's going to be implemented in the game. Of course, like what kind of units that are actually going to be working with. The second character that we're going to be seeing or having a look at their skills is actually Beatrice. And I think she's a bit disappointing, to be honest, but I don't know. Maybe like on paper, she's a bit disappointing, but she could be very, very good when once she's in the game. So we have to wait until they actually come in global or in JP and see how they're actually working together. So basically, her passive is increase HP related stats by 5% for each different unknown race ally and recovers 60% of the hero's recovery rate to unknown race allies whenever a skill is used, applied when participating in battle. So you can't have her in the back in order to get this one, but it's not bad. It's not bad. But deals, like her first skill is actually deals 400% to a single target enemy and life steals 100% of the damage dealt. This is like the green Hendrickson, I believe. So she actually have her life steal in her card, which is underwhelming, to be honest, and recovers HP based on the damage dealt, of course. The second skill is actually deals 325. Of course, these are level 3 to all enemies, and Despair recovers reduced HP by 30% upon critical hit. This is so underwhelming. I don't know how she's going to be like used in PvP, but maybe for some PvE content, so I'm not really sure. Her ultimate is actually damage to all enemies and life steals 30% of the damage dealt. Life steals recover HP based on the damage dealt. So yeah, she's very surrounded by life steal and also like getting HP back. So that's actually that's a bit interesting. The third character skills that we're going to be having a look at is actually Rem, I believe, and her passive is increase the hero's attack related stats by 5%, max 5 stacks for 3 turns. Whenever you increase your old gouge by moving your skills, use the skills or rank up skills. Whenever the heroes has 5 old gouges, recover max HP by 30%. I think this is like the best unit of the bunch, or one of them. She's actually really good because she's similar to Mai from the KOF banner. Whenever like she gets a rank up or something, she gets like she gets like a buffs and everything, so it's actually really good. She's also like, her first card is actually related to her passive, which is really good. She actually deals 450% amplify damage to a single target enemy, and also like it has amplify, which is like deals additional 30% more damage per buff on itself. So it's actually really good. The second skill is actually damage to all enemies, and for 2 turns reduce all enemies ultimate damage by 50%, as well as blocking their ultimate effects. And they're actually really good because if you're facing like an old rush team and you use this card, you can actually block their ultimate and also reduce their damage just in case they actually have the ultimate. And this is a really promising unit, but the issue is that the one Escanor is still blue and she's red, so I don't know how she's going to be doing, or how good she's going to be doing against the one Escanor. The ult is actually all enemies, and it has like crushing effect, like blue draw or green draw, and also like Diane and King, I believe, which is like ignored enemies resistance. Of course, like she's unknown race as well, which is like a bit disappointing, I believe, but we have to wait and see. The fourth and the last character is going to be Ram, and her passive actually works in the back, which is like increase unknown race base stats by 20%, which is really good because we have a lot of unknown units, which is really good. We have like Green Merlin, and she's unknown as well. So this is like the meta where Green Gother is going to be set aside, and we're probably going to be seeing a new meta where we're going to be using unknown units the whole time. And yeah, she's very good, and she's going to be given for free, I believe, like they mentioned. So that's really pog, I believe. So I can't wait to see that. Her first skills is actually remove enemy stances and deals 250 damage a stun for 2 turns. So this is like a similar to Goddess Elizabeth, which is stunned to 2 turns, and prevents enemy movements. That's like the stun. Deals 250 and rupture damage to all enemies. So rupture is actually deals double the damage to buffed targets, similar to Assault Meliodas, like AoE attack, and also like maybe Leducio as well, AoE attack as well. So yeah, deals like her ultimate is actually deals 300 damage to all enemies and reduce attack related stats by 30 30% for 3 turns. This is really, really promising, and I can't wait to actually see her implemented in the game. These are the skills approximately that we're going to be seeing in the game in a couple of days, or maybe tomorrow once they come to JP. And yeah, I'm really, really excited for these units. They're really, really pog. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, if you guys are going to be summoning or skipping, of course. And yeah, the only bummer is that they're actually unknown. They're not demons like in the anime, but yeah, it's like we need a new meta, right? And it could be like the Rezero collab meta, and we have to wait and see in the future how they're going to be implemented. Thank you so much for watching, and catch you guys in the next one. Bye bye.